Alright guys, I got to the room a little bit earlier than Calvin and Mason, and definitely not what I was expecting. I've been in worse, but we can just take a little look-see. We got this beautiful couch, definitely state-of-the-art. We have, this is the new style, like this is what people want, sort of, when they're picking out their couches. So that's really nice. It definitely has a particular smell. I wouldn't go as far as to call it a stench, but it's what the new kids on the block really like. This particular stench, I'm gonna call it moldy. Hello, sunshine. Oh, hello, my good friends Calvin and Mason. What do you think of the couch? More hotel fun as we just kind of look. We have the table here that we plan to test on. See, this is a Willy Wonka table. It actually, you know, it rotates for your sitting pleasure. Truly one of the hotels of all time. Here we have Exhibit B. This is our lamp.
He loves this.
We've sort of decided that shades are a thing of the past. They're not really state of the art, and it's not what's hip right now. We also have this alarm clock. You might not see anything wrong with it besides the fact that it's slightly aged, but you start to realize that it's actually only 10:05 right now.
Oh, do me.
We have Calvin.
We got Exhibit C. Exhibit C, these nuts. Got him.
Best thing yet, there is a piece of metal in the floor that I stepped on.
You inside the reform?
It keeps getting better. Alright guys, we have scouted the hotel, and we had just gotten back from Texas de Brazil, which is a super cool restaurant I'd never been to. Mason and Calvin had both been before. And this place was pretty awesome. Like, they come tableside and serve you just a variety of different nice cuts of meat. And they had this crazy buffet where they had like a bunch of options, and it was really cool. Yeah, it was a pretty good experience overall. The food was very nice, and yeah, overall a great restaurant. But the best thing about this restaurant was definitely the way they structured their bathroom. It was actually just a hall of mirrors. So me and my friend Calvin here, we decided to both go to the bathroom at the same time.
Wait, okay. Well, yeah, I guess we did.
Yeah, and there's 2 urinals. Now the thing is,
The two urinals are side by side.
Side by side. And we're both doing what we need to be done. And you can look straight, and the way the Hall of Mirrors work,
mirrors. It's like mirrors all around.
the way the Hall of Mirrors work is I could watch him doing his business.
I chose to watch him because the mirror was in front of me. Every time I looked up, he was there. So.
Alright. They're not playing. Yeah.
Chick-fil-A nuggets, bro.
Here we are at Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A nuggets at 1 o'clock doing the regional.
Getting Chick-fil-A nuggets at 1 o'clock?
Yes, I will.
But we're at Chick-fil-A right now for breakfast.
If they make them on the menus, they can slide me some.
It's true. It's true. All right, we have the Chick-fil-A, and the way we have our eating set up is we have Calvin here, Mason over here, and I'm just drinking a sweet tea over here. You want to tell me why we're all split up at the Chick-fil-A? Here we are driving in beautiful Houston weather, where it is currently sleeting with freezing rain.
Wireless place called wireless.
And yeah, this is absolutely the weather we like to see. Alright guys, outside of the main center of the mall where we're playing, but yeah, it's pretty nice in there. Now, we did wait in line like 2.5 hours and the tournament still hasn't started yet, so it's been quite interesting with a line that long. I think it's the longest one I've had, you know, post essentially since I came back, so like 2020. And yeah, the place is really nice, and I have a bunch of cool clips that I can show of it. And overall, I think it's going to be a really good regional experience, at least as far as venue. But getting in here was rough, so hopefully I can come back with some cool round reports. Of course, we all love those. And yeah, see you guys for that. It is now noon. We still haven't started. That's actually its regular state. So, yeah, we've been here 3.5 hours. It looks like it's going to be either 9 or 10 rounds, and we have not started yet. So
615 players. This is bigger than the arena.
Where'd you get that?
Somebody just told me.
Oh, if it's 6:15, we have 10 rounds.
Oh no! We're gonna be here till 4 in the morning.
We are actually going to be here till like 1 a.m. at this rate. All right, guys. End of round 1, and I picked it up versus Kashtira. I am making my way to the food court because that's where like the only usable bathroom is. I know y'all wanted to know that. But yeah, we picked it up versus Kashtira. It was 2-0. It's pretty. We had a good game. Our game 1 was like 30 minutes. So, yep. I'll catch you guys next round. All right, guys. That's the end of round 2, and I lost. I played against Brandon, and I opened my initial hand. I'm going first when you really want to open something nice since you won the die roll. And I opened 3 Ash Blossom, a Sprite Blue, and a Triple Tactics Talent. And Ash is very good against Brandon. The thing is, he didn't even have Branded Fusion. I just got waxed by big body beatdown. I had to start setting my Ashes just to survive. So, I guess we go the other way. Yeah, like, game 1 was extremely tough. Game 2, I opened solid enough, but he also opened extremely solid. And then my follow-up draws off like the Evil Twin package were things I really should have seen turn 1. Like, I drew the Ash my next turn after he full comboed, and then I drew D-Barrier when it wasn't on my turn, so it was an overall unfortunate round 2. But if we end up scrubbing and get out of here early, I will take that as a W, because right now it's looking like we're getting out of here at like midnight to 1 a.m. if we're lucky. So, yep, I'll keep you guys updated. All right, so it's the end of round 3. I won mine. I played against Kashtira. He was really cool. He was like a fan of the channel. Said he's seen a few videos, so that's always nice to see. Again, if you guys see me at like any event or big event and you want to come up and talk, I'm friendly, so I always enjoy when my fans come up and say, hey. It's always a good time. But yeah, I picked mine up against Kashtira. There's Mason. He's also 2-1 playing Labyrinth today.
Yep.
Gosh, you got the shades. You got like the bandana that's your mask. Bro.
Well, my shades are just transitions. He's got the fit, bro. Just transitions.
Alright, so we finished round 4, and we did win. We beat another Kashtira, so I've played 3 Kashtiras and a Branded so far. We took it, you know, it was a pretty normal game. Nothing super interesting happened. But then we're on lunch break because there's got to be a 30-minute lunch break at this regional that started so late. We got the lunch of, you know, kings here. We've got a Cool Ranch Doritos and a 6-pack of Oreos. This is stuffed. Oreos. Wow, this is stuffed. And we got some Dr. Pepper. That's the good lunch. I also got a pretzel. This is so good. Alright guys, end of round 5, and I won again against Kashtira. Go figure. Played 4 of them so far. And yeah, so we are currently 4-1. Mason unfortunately dropped, but we're going to go check on our friend Patty, who is dueling. We're going to go stand at a safe distance far away and hope he's winning, because you know, it's our friend Patty. So let's go see what's going on.
He just activates starter, blue jet, and then makes a third sprint.
Third.
Dumps a third angler.
Third sprint.
And then summons two sunfish.
Oh, he's the GOAT. I'm sorry. You got goated on, bro. He's the GOAT. Bro, that's Joshua Smith, bro.
Zero hand traps.
Bro, third sprint.
All engine.
Alright guys, end of round 6, and I won versus Branded, so we've played 4 Kashtira and 2 Branded. What a day, we are playing meta. Everyone else around me has played like 6 unique decks, or 5 plus unique decks, and I've played 2 different decks. There's Patty.
Oh, God.
Yeah, you look rough,
I look
bro.
rough.
Now I think I look rough. That's,
Oh, yeah, I was going
that's
to
tough. Oh my
imagine
God.
not playing 6. We're at 6?
Yeah.
6 unique decks.
Yeah, no, only 2 decks.
Excellent.
And then we have a friend who's undefeated who...
Yeah, on fucking trap tricks. I forgot I can't curse.
Alright, something I realized I forgot to say about my last round is the Muckraker in our extra deck finally came up. She has come up almost 0 times in testing, but last round, to win against Branded, I had to make her 2 different times. She was the GOAT. So I'm glad Muckraker finally came up. It doesn't feel like a wasted spot in my extra deck. And she was important, so I just wanted to mention that as well.
No. Missile scuffed. No.
Yeah.
That works.
There we go.
Hey.
There we go.
Thank you.
What's going on, guys? End of round 7, and I did pick up another W versus Sprite, so we have now played 3 different decks this event. Let's go. It was a solid game. Game 1, I drew like no engine, only hand traps, and didn't really get far and lost. Game 2, my first turn board was too good. Game 3, my hand was insane, undoubtedly. My hand was bonkers, like YCS winning hand, alright? It was Lilla, Starter, Imperm, Ogre, Veiler. So 3 hand traps, Starter, Extender, like the 2 most powerful starters in my deck. Yeah, and I top decked red. So like, there was nothing he could do. He played well, but my hand was just, it was just good. More important news is Hunter, our friend that was undefeated on Trap Tricks, he lost his feature, and this is a lesson for everyone. He doesn't have the experience because he doesn't play enough Yu-Gi-Oh! So he got cheated on the feature match by an opponent because he just didn't know what the card did. It was Rise Heart that activated after, Rise Heart reactivated on field after it had already been normal summoned the previous turn. So, like if he played more Yu-Gi-Oh! Or read the card, he'd have been fine, but he didn't. So that's just a solid lesson for anyone. Like, read your opponent's cards, or like in my case, I just play a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh! And I was able to catch it. Unfortunately, wasn't quick enough to report it to the feature match, but that was it for round 7. Really, really interesting one. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was round 8. Gosh, I cannot aim this thing properly. That was round 8. We won ours versus Kashtira again. So that's our 5th Kashtira today. And yeah, game 3 was definitely the most interesting part because we had 8 minutes left once we were done siding, and so like I was really afraid of going into time, so I sided in Gamma Burst instead of going Red Resonator because it didn't really make sense at where we were at. So I make him go first, which is a little risky, but I'm able to draw pretty solid going second. I had like Gamma Seal, Feather Duster, Imperm, but most of those were irrelevant because he summoned Unicorn, activate effect, I Impermed it, and he passed. So I was like, okay, this is good. I combo a little bit. He doesn't seem to have any interruptions. And I'm like, okay, he must have drawn like all his go second cards like we hoped for. I go for Gamma Burst combo and win the game. And he shows me his hand, and yes, he drew a go second card and evenly matched, which is like part of the reason you make them go first. It's not like the main reason always, but a good reason is they have a chance to draw all their board breakers that do nothing, right? He had an evenly, so I was like, okay, cool. And he had 3 Birth in hand. So his hand was so unlucky. I didn't want our game to end up like that because we were having a pretty good back and forth game, and he just bricks. Like, my strategy worked, but it still felt kind of bad, but we do pick it up. We're still X1 going into round 9. YCS Houston, guys. All right, guys, that is the end of round 9, and we won again against Drytron. We lost the die roll, but we were able, first of all, his hands weren't great, but we also had just enough hand traps and go second cards to secure the win. So we do pick up round 9 against Drytron. Any other regional, we would have already top 8'd, maybe even top 4'd with our record. But this is YCS Houston, it feels like. It's 10 rounds. That is so rare for a regional, And this particular regional is actually the biggest Texas regional since the start of regionals coming back, which Texas is a big state that gets a lot of players. Like, it's only beat by Cali and maybe New York often. So the biggest regional in Texas is huge. I mean, we're 10 rounds of Swiss at a regional, so I'm really happy with how we performed so far. We just have one more round, which means that, you know, it all comes down to this. But I mean, it's been a fun day. The deck's been performing well, and hopefully we can just win the last round. We might be on the feature match. We'll see. But yeah, I'll catch you guys in one more round where hopefully we got another top 8 here at YCS Houston, essentially.
Just clip the vibe.
Could.
So like almost no matter what it is, it has to survive a quick pop and it has to be able not a spell.
Yep.
Because he can give up the Sky Centuria. Oh, so it is not a spell, but it's going to get quick popped. And
That's
there
the end
it
of it.
is. The end of the regionals.
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining. But no one defeated this regional.
Myself.
Aaron is here.
All right, guys, so that is the end of round 10. My goodness, what a long regional. I did win, though, on stream, which was super hype because, I mean, I haven't actually been on stream because I haven't been to a YCS since 2013. So to have one at a regional was pretty cool. And I 2-0'd my opponent on the stream, which was great. His hands were kind of weak and mine were very good, so sometimes it's just like that. But, you know, I'll have some clips on the screen here. But yeah, we definitely topped this event. I don't think we win, even though he was the last undefeated. I think my tiebreakers are too bad, even though I beat the last undefeated. But we should top 4 and get a deck box. If we win, that'll be extremely cool, though. So, yep, hope you guys enjoyed, and we'll have some more vlog clips, less regional focused, after this. All right, last bit of the event. We're just chilling. We got our prizing. I did get 4th, top 4. I won in finals. I won finals, but I got 4th due to tiebreakers. So yeah, we're about to leave the event, probably go try to get some food, hang out for a bit. And this is the last time we'll see this event for a while. Pretty nice venue. Overall, solid tournament. Alright guys, we stopped at a... I don't think so. We stopped at a gas station. This is the closing part of the vlog. We did not end up going to eat downtown. It was just too packed. There's Calvin. And we're going home, so this is sort of like the concluding parts. And yeah, overall, solid event for me. It was fun.
Tell them who you sponsored by.
Sponsored by Steel Fox Games. Here's Calvin, my sponsor. You know, we wore the jersey. Can't really, you know. Yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Of course, I'm going to try to edit this vlog nicely. And the deck profile might take a bit to come out. We'll see how that's going to work. But hope you guys enjoyed. And yeah, see you guys next time.
Wait. Tell them the word of the day.
Word of the day? I'm not saying it.
Wait.